So, hi guys, we're still here waiting to leave. We got here at 7 a.m. The drivers were saying that they're going to leave at 9. It looks like they're not leaving at 9 anymore, they're going to leave at 12. That's what they're saying now. So, hopefully, they will leave, but we have to wait. So, I'm asking now, I'm like, okay, when we step out, are we keeping our seats? They're like, no, there's nobody's seats here. This trip was from hell, I swear. That company, I hope they are not always like that, but I would not recommend it based on my experience. I am just a customer. And that is one thing. I don't care if you Congolese like me, but if I am paying you, treat me like a customer. Don't waste my time. Those guys really played with everybody's time. Today, I'm going to tell you guys the story of how my 9 hours trip from Kinshasa to Kikwit turned out to be a 24 hours trip. Hi guys, welcome to Congo Talks. If you're new here, hi, my name is Felicity. Do feel free to subscribe. I'm just gonna sit here and chill and talk to you guys and tell you guys this story because it was crazy. I chose to talk about it because this is my experience. So if you're one of those people that is like, oh my gosh, you are giving your country a bad name, I do not care and you do not have to be here. But anyway, the day started normally because I already planned that I was going to travel from Kinshasa to Kikwit, and my goal was to go there and see my family and also do some stories about the place. So the day started pretty normal. We set out. The first thing that we needed to do was to go to the main bus station. We had to go there and get tickets. Good morning guys, it is day 3 in Congo and it's 5:18 a.m. right now, and we are going on a road trip. We are going to Kikwit. We are going to buy tickets first, and then after that we will set off. So we left early enough, so we set off to go get our tickets. When we got there, that's when the experience started going downhill. And this company, I'm going to call it out just because these people really got on my nerves. Their service was not just horrible, they were also very disrespectful. Let me just put their name out there before I forget. They are called Nouvelle Alliance, and for me I feel like it's the alliance of the devil. But anyway, we arrived there. To get the ticket, it was a hassle. We had one young man that came towards us so that he can help us to get the ticket. Obviously we would have to give something to the guy that was helping us. We were walking with him towards the people that were selling the tickets, and then another young man now came and started arguing with him that, oh, he should be the one to help us and not the young man that came before him, even though we did not say that he should come and help us. And then he started speaking in Kikongo. So for him, if he speaks in Kikongo, we will choose him over this other guy. We're just like, listen, we did not call you. This guy came before you and he's the one that is helping us. Why are you trying to fight him? Now he gets angry at us and he's like, stop talking. I didn't speak to you guys. And I'm like, is he mad? It took a good 10 to 15 minutes just trying to convince that guy to leave us alone. So that's the first thing. Fast forward, the guy that we were with managed to get us the ticket. My camera died. I will just have to continue with my phone. But anyway, it was a lot of back and forth for them to give us the ticket, and then finally they gave us the ticket. And now it was a waiting game. I took a chair and I just sat somewhere close to those people that were asking for tickets and stuff like that. After a while, when everybody kind of got their ticket, they started telling people to move because some of the passengers that were traveling also had merchandise that they bought from Kinshasa to go and resell in Kikwit. So they had to take those things, understandably, and put them underneath the bus. I mean, if you travel with the buses, you know how it is. They said everyone should go inside the bus so that only they can remain on the ground and load the bus. We got into the bus, we got some seats, and we were waiting. We waited. 1 hour went by, 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by. And people now started asking themselves, because when we got there around 7 a.m. and they were saying that they are going to leave around 9. So by the time they finished selling their tickets, it was around 8. We waited 1 hour. 1 hour, it was 9. Now we're like, okay, we're supposed to be leaving at 9. People started being curious, and so we started checking outside. 2 hours went by, and this was like around 10. Nothing that they said they were going to load was actually loaded inside the bus. So we're still inside the bus waiting, and people are wondering what is going on. We're supposed to leave at 9, and they're like, oh, we changed the time and now we are going to leave at 12. Wow. I am physically, psychologically exhausted. And when I would ask my family members that I was traveling with, I'm like, why are they doing that? She's like, yeah, they're always like that. They would lie that they're going to leave soon, but then they start waiting for other clients. So they were waiting for other clients to come before we leave, even though they said that we were going to leave at 9. So at this point, I am starting to get pissed. I'm starting to get annoyed. I'm like, I gave these people my money and I don't like how they are treating me. Call me a spoiled whatever, but if I'm paying you money to do your job, I expect you to do your job. So for me, it's understandable that I was getting restless and I was getting pissed and annoyed. But of course, there was nothing you can do about it. Anyway, so we are in there waiting. 3 hours went by. 4 hours went by. The bus is not moving. You know, I am not kidding. So we waited there pretty much the whole day because we arrived there at 7 a.m. and now midday went and now it was 1 p.m. It was 2 p.m. It was 3 p.m. Around, I think, 4 p.m. they had now loaded the stuff inside the bus. But instead of us leaving, they ordered everybody to get off the bus because they wanted to control tickets. Now, mind you, we all were already inside the bus. We had our places. We sat already. These people are like, nope, everybody have to get out and we have to start the process from the beginning. Okay, I'm asking now, I'm like, okay, when we step out, are we keeping our seats? They're like, no, there's nobody's seats here. This trip was from hell. I swear it was from hell. That company, Nouvelle Alliance, Alliance about Demo. Don't enter that bus. Anyway, back to the story. We have to get out. Now we are losing our seats because there is nobody's seat inside the bus. We step outside. They started calling names. My family member that I was with, she's like, my daughter is very tired. She's coming from afar. If it's possible, please just call her name so that she can go inside and just have a sit and rest, which I felt like was nice. Quite frankly, I was tired. I was hungry. This was the 3rd day after I arrived in Congo. And if you have seen my first or second video, you know that the first night in Kinshasa, I did not really rest well. The second one, I did sleep well, but then the morning I woke up really early because that was the day that we were traveling. I was tired, but at this point I did not even want her to be exchanging words with them. I was just telling her, like, just stop talking to them because these people, when I say that these people are disrespectful, first of all, this my relative, before she was asking them that I go inside, I don't know what they said that was really inconsiderate, but she spoke to them. She's like, well, we paid our money to be here, why are you treating us that way? Which for me, I feel like was justified. One of the managers was like, which kind of money do you think you guys paid? The way that he was responding to her, it was just very disrespectful. He is young enough to be like a little brother to my relative that was with me, and for me, her asking them to let me go in was actually making me even more mad. But they heard her, and one of the guys that was working with them now asked her, like, who is this the girl that is tired, she can go in. They started calling my name. And at this point I was pissed and that did not even feel like being privileged. So I said, do not call my name. I will wait here until you guys call my name officially, because I did not even want to engage in that kind of like relationship with them. And so I waited, they called everyone, and then I now went inside the bus. We went inside the bus. We could not sit together anymore because our seats were taken by other people. I'm beyond annoyed right now. But yeah, I'm excited for the trip still, even though it took so long. Right now I don't know at what time we will arrive to Kikwit, but hopefully I will show you guys around as we go. It was a struggle. By the time the bus started moving, it was 5 p.m. I think. The bus just starts moving, and now we have someone get up and starts preaching. There was this guy, I thought he was one of the passengers that had to go to Kikwit with us, but no, he was a preacher. And after that, they started asking for money or give to God.
Mais comment ça va que tout le monde a besoin de besoin de soutenir. Nous soutenir les choses pour soutenir le pays. Zamba pambola donner na combat Jésus. Nabi Zamba pambola donner na combat Jésus. Est-ce que tu répètes la chima pour ma case beta pour la chima? Mais nous doit baisser le transport sur mon avec. Il va mutu baisser biso le fisc et transport. Joa le boko na yo, kanga le rwanda na la kati. Zambe atikate maboko na la vie.
Now my relative is like, come on, Feli, you should give something to God. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm not giving anything. No disrespect.
Amen, amen. Bon voyage.
Anyway, we moved a little bit for like 15 minutes. We were still inside Kinshasa, by the way. Now they decided to stop again. They stopped because, I don't know, someone had to go do some banking. You know, so these are the managers of the bus. The money that they received from us, all the passengers, they had to go do banking. So we had to wait for them to do that. And that was another 30 minutes of waiting time, I think. Anyway, finally we started moving, and this was after 5, I think. We started moving, and inside the bus now a fight broke out, and this fight was between one of the guys that was managing the bus and a passenger on the bus. What was the cause of the fight is the fact that this passenger apparently insulted the guy. This passenger was actually very talkative from the beginning. Apparently he was coming from Angola, and there, I don't know, he had some businesses, and now he had some money, so he came back to Congo and he was showing off. I don't know, I cannot really say anything about that. So now this passenger said, I don't know, those of you who speak Portuguese can tell me what Bora mean, but apparently this bus manager was offended by the fact that that guy told him Bora. So now he wanted to fly. He even flew. He jumped from the front that he was to go and fight with a passenger at the back. And I'm just like, I entered a bus from hell. He started fighting with the passenger. Now people are telling him like, why are you fighting passengers? You shouldn't be doing this. Anyway, when that saga ended, it was more or less a smooth trip. I was sitting next to another girl that was carrying her little brother. And then on my right, there was another guy as well that was sitting next to me. And quite frankly, my seat neighbors were very nice. The guy that was on my right was the one that was nagging me to eat something because it was really late at night.
Hi guys, so it's around it's going towards 8 p.m. and we're basically still on the way. We haven't arrived to Kikwit yet. I'm not sleepy yet, thank God. We just stopped because a bunch of people wanted to go pee. And then we'll just continue after that. I'm kind of exhausted as well.
I was visibly frail, I was visibly tired, and I didn't want to eat anything. If you know me, I am a bit of a germaphobe, so I cannot eat unless there's a place for me to wash my hands. And so my relative, she got me a liboke, which is like fish cooked in white leaves. And so this, my seat neighbor, like a middle-aged man, he was really nagging me to like, you have to eat something, this is what it means to be a traveler. I finally opened that liboke. I was touching the leaves and I'm like but the trip was more or less straightforward from then on. By the time we reached Kikwit, it was morning. I do not know how we went from leaving Kinshasa officially around like 6 p.m. to finally arriving to Kikwit at 6 a.m. That trip was a trip from hell, really. And when we arrived to Kikwit now, we told them to drop us somewhere and not bring us to the central parking, which was further away from where we were staying in Kikwit. So that in itself was also a fight. So we had to like argue with them before they drop us. And at this point, my family, my relative was like, because you guys brought us a bit further than we told you to bring us, you have to give us transport money. So they gave us, I think, 2,000 francs. It was just annoying, the whole situation. But before I end this video, I also want to mention the fact that from Kikwit to Kinshasa, I really got a really good bus company. And the bus company was Macon. Everything was orderly. By the time we arrived there, to pay, well, we bought my ticket one day before, just because there's usually not enough time to buy Macon ticket on the day, because those people are very, very punctual. These guys said they were going to leave at 6 a.m. and 5:45 we were on the road already leaving, and we arrived in Kinshasa around, I think, 3 p.m. or something like that. So from Kikwit to Kinshasa, we traveled during the day and we were able to see a lot of good things that just remind you that Congo is such a beautiful, beautiful place. But that was the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed if you stayed until the end. And if you are new, feel free to subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye!